A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. The coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. He said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we have got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles ready to kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to it. Stopped right there.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Chroma. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll run him again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And the Seminoles will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Baxter. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Eli Holstein to throw. Right side, it's Phillips. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Splinter Roman.
Throwing, Holstein. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Handoff, Baxter running left. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Run in the red zone. It's Baxter. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Davis will throw. Look out! And he avoids the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
The crowd. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And that's a live ball. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Turns into the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Holstein. Crosses the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Handoff for Frazier.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Motion from the wideout.
Punch, punch, punch. Spear, spear, spear. Spear, hey, spear.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Out wide left, it's Phillips. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Holstein. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Dogs racing to the line in a hurry up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. just a short pass to the tight end. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldog. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Davis looking to pass. Left side, it's Milner. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldog. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Isaac. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They'll give it to Baxter. He's past the marker. Got a little grass. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Davis will throw. Out wide right, it's Thomas. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From deep, it's Arrington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Eagle! Rush, rush, rush!
Here's Holstein to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The field goal is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Volunteers, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the number 1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. The 50. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. C.J. Baxter one more time. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Frazier again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On first down, Nate Frazier. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Frazier. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Taken down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Move to his right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They punted away on 4th down. Trying to take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Going to the run, it's Frazier. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Frazier again. There's a touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Davis looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the move. Looking down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tough run here. It's Phillips. Just smothered on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Here's Nate Frazier. That's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're all over him. He makes a catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't complete the low. And the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in the